Welcome to Driveway Garage. Today I'm making a video on a wood splitter I picked up yesterday. Now I picked this up about 100 miles from my house, and then I went and looked at a vehicle for sale, so I ended up towing it about 150 miles behind my Prius. But other than a little bit of a bumpy ride, it wasn't too bad. Let me show it to you. So this is it. It's a Black Diamond log splitter, and I guess I'll make this the kind of walk around on it because I'm going to do some work to it. I'm going to make some separate videos, cleaning the carburetor, changing the hydraulic fluid, which is in that rear axle, that's rectangle. There's a filter there, I need to change that. It's been sitting for 5 years, so I'm going to change the oil. And here's the engine. It is a 6.5 horsepower. It's called the 208 series. And today I'm going to take off the carburetor and clean it. I'll show you that. It's right behind there. I worked on it yesterday because after sitting for 5 years, there was no gas in the gas tank, but the carburetor was full, so it kind of varnished up and nothing worked. That thing right there, you unscrew that, and that's where your hydraulic fluid goes. But no suspension, small tires, but I towed it 150 miles. My wife complained because it was a little bit of a bumpy ride. Because since there's no suspension, it just bounces on the rubber tires every time you hit a bump. Boom, boing, boing. This constant motion. It's a little bit annoying, but that's okay. So, this is a Black Diamond. It's a 25 ton. It's hydraulic. Here's your hydraulic controls. When you want it to extend the arm, you push it that way, like that. When you want to retract it, push it the other way. And then when you pull it back in, it's automatic. It'll just keep coming back until it bottoms out. Then a pressure switch will shut that off. So that's kind of nice. You can be doing something with the firewood while that thing's retracting. And it also pivots. It's horizontal and vertical. So this is the pin where it swivels. If you want it to swivel, you just pull this pin out, and then you lift up on this handle, and it stands up. See if I can do this with one hand. Not sure. Okay, that's locked in place. Oh, mama. That baby is heavy. Yeah, I'm not going to try it. I have a bad back and shoulder, so I'll wait till I have two hands available. But it just swivels up, and then this sits on the ground. That's the bottom of the log splitter. So if you have heavy logs, it's a lot easier to put them underneath there and split them than it is trying to pick them up. And they also make, see if it's got holes. Yeah, there's 2 holes there, one there, one there. They make a tray that you can bolt onto the side over here. So when you split a piece, the part that goes away from you is just going to stay there. And you can catch this piece on this side, put it back up, resplit it if you want, or throw it into your pile. It's kind of handy, so I'm going to have to get one of those, or make one of those. And since I don't have a welder or anything like that, I'll probably be buying it. And it's got a nice wedge design. This is the skinny part here, and then it branches out, so it's similar to the one I rented from Home Depot. It splits wood good. And let's see, what else can I tell you? It's hydraulic. I guess probably every year or two you should change your hydraulic fluid. If nothing else, the filter, just to, keep filtering stuff out. I checked this one yesterday and it's pretty low, and it's been sitting for years, so I'm just going to go ahead and drain it. In order to change the fluid, you would think they'd put a drain plug on it, but I guess they don't. You just unhook that hose right there and let it drain out, and put the hose back on, and then go to the other side and put in however much fluid it takes. And I imagine it's going to be a few gallons, maybe, I don't know if it's 2 gallons or 5 gallons. I'm going to have to do some research, see if I can find out. But It does have a dipstick on that bolt, if I remember right. I loosened it yesterday just to look at it. Yeah, it's got a dipstick on it. So when you get it up there into the lines, but I don't know if you can see in there, not very well, but it's maybe half full at the most, so it's going to need some fluid. I watched a lot of videos on these and they seem like they work pretty good. I'm going to start this one and just let you see how it's running, and then after that I'm going to make a video on how to clean the carburetor. This one was completely gunked up. There was no gas going into it, and there was no gas. The bowl on the bottom of it, and the carburetor was not filling full gas. And then once they got that to fill full of gas, it wasn't sucking any gas. So I'll show you what I did to fix that, and I'm going to fix it a little bit more because it doesn't run that great. So let me set this up on my tripod. Okay, let's see if we can get it to start today. This is your choke, the black lever. This is your throttle. And on the back side here is the red knob. It's the on and off switch. I think she's going to start. It idles pretty good, but when you give it the gas, it doesn't run good. I don't think it's getting enough fuel. So I'm going to take the carburetor back off and open up and check a couple orifices to see if I can get it to get more gas, because I really think that's the problem. So stay tuned for the video on cleaning the carburetor. I'll make one on changing the oil and changing the hydraulic fluid, and then I'll make one on operating it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Catch you on the next one.